Hi guys, welcome back to Classic Mini Shorts. I've just come out to the garage because I need to shoot some footage that we're missing. I either didn't get it or I've lost it. But essentially, it's to do with the engine. You probably think I've already got that out of the car, but actually it came out on the subframe and we lifted the front of the car over and then withdrew the subframe, engine and all the running gear. So I need the subframe to measure up for the front end to pick up on the mounting points on the bulkhead and then the front panel later after we've replaced the bulkhead in the car. So I wanted to get the engine off. Also, I want to do painting on the engine. We want to also service some of the suspension components and tie rods and things on the front subframe. So it's a bit expensive to just buy yourself a engine crane, and also they take up quite a lot of room. Even renting them is quite expensive, puts you under a lot of pressure to actually do the job on that day. So I was looking for other ways to potentially do it, and lucky for me this garage has got A-frames and we've got access to the cross beams, and some of them are doubled up because it's a 4-pitch roof, so one near the front and one near the back are doubled up. That means I can buy myself a little strop. They're only a couple of quid off of Amazon, but a 1 meter one that's over a ton capable. Bought myself a block and tackle, and I've also bought myself an engine steady mount rather than buying the little L-shaped brackets to go on the two engine studs or on the rocker bolts. Either way it's fine. So rather than buy those, they're about 12 quid or something, I have bought myself a engine balancer. Comes with little brackets, you actually get 4 of them, and that was only just over 20 quid. So I'm going to show you the block tackle, that was just over 20 quid. I'll show you the engine balancer. I'll try and put some footage in from when we did lift the engine as well. I think I might have some. So let's just show you. Oh, also I will put links to them in the description down here. That's the block and tackle. It's Chinese, it's off eBay. It says a ton. We're lifting the engine, that's what, got no oil in it or anything. 150 kilos, max 200. So even if that's not true, still should be fine. I've hung off of it and it had absolutely no trouble. And then down here we've got the engine balancer, which is great because it means I can wind this in and get some angle, so that moves left and right. And then here are the 4 chains and their connections. So I only need to use 2 of them because actually lifted it off of the rocker. And then if we just lift my rocker off, I've just got myself some repair washers just to spread the load, and then some smaller washers as well. And yeah, so we're just using the two bolts there. That's that back on there. So that's the lifting gear. Now what we had to do to get the engine out, this where is it? So here is the gear lever, which I had on the car. Sorry, excuse that. If you look on the end, you've got this one bolt here, that's easy enough to undo, and then you've got this coupling, and it actually has a split pin driven through it in this direction to hold it onto the shaft, and then there's another split pin driven through in this direction at 90 degrees, which holds it onto the back of the gearbox here. That split pin there, now that was a right nightmare to get out. I had to grind myself down a little drift that was the right diameter and then knock it through, but access to actually knock through is very difficult. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing that with it on the car. Obviously we had to also remove the drive shafts, so there's a special tool that you can put in here. It's just like a C shape, goes in there, and then you can push the drive shaft out. Now they actually come apart here at the CV joints, you know, with the ball races with all packed with grease, so they actually will pull apart there, and they actually pull apart really easily there. Then we've got this bracket here for one of the, that's for the engine steady, and then you've got the engine mounts on there. They were recently changed actually, so they're in good nick. So there's 2 bolts here that go onto the subframe, and then the same situation over here, 2 bolts here on the bottom of the radiator bracket. So here's my subframe. You can see we've still got the engine steady here, and that's the rest of that bracket that fits on the back of the engine. And then, oh, the other thing is you've got to undo the brake pipe. This just clips into the front of the subframe there. There's 2 clips, and then you've got that union in there. You have to undo the little one here and take it out, and then you have to undo the bigger bolt there, and then you can get the flexible off the bottom. And this side's slightly different because you've got the oh, I forgot what they're called now, but the bolt with the hole in the middle of it that lets the fluid through, and that's a similar thing, you know, it goes through that hole there, and you just have to remove that. Obviously just watch out for brake fluid. So yeah, that's cheaper solution to lifting your engine, and the double beam will actually go across the front where the car will be later. If I want to lift the engine out of the car, then I can, but I'll probably rebuild onto the subframe and put in the reverse of how we took it out. So enjoy the footage, and yeah, see you on the next one. Bye. These ball joints needed cracking here and here, so that's for those 2 points there. We've done that with this. You basically put it into the ball joint and crank down on the big bolt until it goes bang and separates. So that's those 2 joints there. Right, taking out this bracket for the engine steady, and also taking out the bolts here and on the other side for the engine mounting point. Then we've got our engine steady balancer here. I am going to use those 2.